We're live.
Oh, we're here.
We are here. We are here. We are slightly, I think we're about 20 seconds late, but we got carried away. But everyone, welcome to another 2 for Tuesdays. We are joined by JR Reselling. His link is in the description below. So go, please go and subscribe. But yeah, we're both involved in a listing challenge. So today is primarily going to be listing. I think his mic's muted. Oh
no, I'm here. I was just waiting. I didn't want to come in and be like, yeah, listing challenge.
So yeah, let's go. Let's have a good one. If you've got any questions throughout the stream, then please let us all know, and we'll get to you as soon as we can.
Definitely.
Let's start off with the. Oh, I think we've had a. Is that a live sale? Oh no, we've got an offer for Luigi's Mansion I listed today.
Is it £4?
£21.
What you listed it for 40?
31, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go all day. It's all about them teeth, don't forget. That's what Ricky was saying.
Yeah, the teeth are yeah. Have you seen his teeth? They're perfect. I wish my teeth were like that.
Mine, I'm from up north, mate. We just get what we're given. We're grateful if we have teeth.
I'm just going to quickly share it to Happy Days Reselling as well.
Push day.
David says no slow internet. I think my internet is better when I have one person live with me.
Yeah, but we're closer to one another than most of the people that you go live with. So I'm thinking that's what it is.
Maybe.
I'm actually outside your house, so.
Oh, James.
Here he is.
I see ya. JR, where are you based? You're getting some questions now.
Based Lancaster, Lancashire. And for those that don't know where that is, and imagine you're not from a different planet, up from Manchester, down from Scotland. But yeah, that's whereabouts I'm based. And sadly, we're in lockdown like everyone else. Not happy times regarding Chazza shops, but yeah, it's all good. It's all fun. It's all fun and games. Hi, Sam. Sam's in the chat.
Unproductive listing stream. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. For some reason, I don't know why this is doing this, but I'm trying to share it to Happy Days Reselling, and it's getting me to schedule a time, but I don't want to schedule a time.
Whereabouts are you, Gary? Scarborough or something, if it's the other side? Whitby, Scarborough, Bridlington. That's directly the other side. Unproductive.
We are live.
Unproductive listing. I've never heard anything like it. The cheek. The cheek.
Just sack them off.
The thing is, right, Kieran, let's just face a couple of things. Sam Cole does for a listing challenge. I think he's had all these listings set aside for a month. He's planned this.
100%. Sam wouldn't do it if he wasn't, quite ready. Sam, you've planned this for ages, haven't you?
Yeah. And it turns out I've listed 1 million listings. Oh, well done, Sam.
Well done, Sam. I've listed a grand total of 12. I'm proud.
Thing is that it's all about. So to be fair, and what I was saying to you before the stream, what Sam has done is he's created that buzz, that excitement around just wanting to list a bit more, So, and if that's worth it, that's worth its weight in gold. To be fair.
Yeah, no, definitely.
He's put on here that he's been planning it since he started the YouTube game.
I think he's done it to try and push him to that 1,000 subs as well. He's trying to leech off me, John, you, and all of us. Hey, I'll see your game, Sam.
It's all my subs, all my 200.
Yeah. To be honest though, you might have subs that I don't have, and vice versa. It's a crazy way how YouTube works sometimes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's crazy. That's why I will never reject going on stream with anybody. I happily go on out with anybody, because especially in the industry we are, because we always learn. I learn from watching anybody's videos, going on anybody's stream. I learn at least one or two things per video per stream.
Definitely.
So I don't mind popping on streams. Em saying, "Hey guys, just scared the hell out of me when I just heard Kieran's voice come through my Google as we got it was connected." Hello, Em.
Classic. It's when it comes in the car, that's always a scary one, when you forget you're connected, and then all of a sudden the phone's like, "Oh, who's this?"
Got DB resales. It's good to have Damien back as well. I know he's been off for a few months.
Massively.
So,
I love his. I'm so happy. And he's not just back. His content is on it. He's got a JFJ as well. Lad knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Is he still doing his Lego? Like I haven't seen much of his Lego. I don't know if he's still. Damien, are you still doing your Lego?
Yeah, tell us.
What's this? Listing along with you guys. Did 35 today. Flipping hell, he's done more than we have together.
I think that's DVDs, mate. He's just listing DVDs.
Still
Yeah. Still fair play, man. Yeah, at the end of the day, 35 listings is awesome. Can you imagine if you did that every day? You'd be laughing.
Yeah. Have you seen Vinny's store? Vinny's got some cracking numbers.
It's wowee. Yeah, it's basically like zeros at the end of what I've got. But the guys worked hard at it, and fair play to him. You know, at the end of the day, it gives us ideas of where we could be. Definitely work hard.
Definitely. Lego is on the back burner. Yeah, I thought when you first did it, Damien, that it'd be a struggle to run that and run your eBay and run YouTube, because I struggle running YouTube and eBay now. So let alone bloody doing a whole Lego business as well. But fair play, dude. Fair play. I couldn't do it. I couldn't buy brand new boxes of Lego and split them up into bricks and then sell them individually. I mean, you'd get some listings, wouldn't you, if you did that? That's what we need. F Liverpool. Does that mean Liverpool are winning?
Now let's go and have a little quick look. Yeah, it's Champions League. Hey, and more importantly, I know Champions League. We're both Arsenal fans, by the way, Kieran. I'm sure you knew that anyway. With it being Champions League, and we won't talk about that because we're Europa Leaguers, you know.
Yeah, I'm not too bothered about Champions League. What's Champions League?
We've never won it, so we'll keep quiet about that. No, it's 0-0 at the moment, as it currently stands. So I think it's just general dislike towards Liverpool, which I welcome. So
yeah,
fair play.
Em's going to be listing 30 items tonight. What is? I thought I was doing quite well today, but I'm getting beaten by everybody.
There's me thinking I was listing 5 and that I was buzzing about that. Yeah.
Got 30, 35. Bloody hell.
Fair play. Some people really putting some numbers out there.
What's the biggest profit you've made from one sale? So, mine was probably a Thomas Hornby carriage. It was one carriage in its box. It was discontinued. I picked it up from the car boot for £1 and I sold it within 48 hours for 109, I think it was. And it was buzzing. I was buzzing then. I was like, right, I need to find some more. But ever since then, I've not been able to find any more. But that's been my biggest profit, 1 to 109, definitely. What about yours, James?
Reselling wise, yeah, because I had a good sale that I sold personal, so I never count that. But my best reselling experience was pretty much the start of the last lockdown. Maybe not start, but pretty much coming to the end of the first lockdown. And there was an office around the corner, and they're doing like a clearance. And some woman said, selling a projector, an old school projector, you know, the big heavy ones. They were like, just want rid of it. Does anyone want it? And I was like, well, I'll have that. And I was thinking, there's got to be money in that. And I remember when I first started, George Ross used to say, I make my money by sending items that other people wouldn't. And I always think of that in the back of my mind, thinking that, you know, I must be the only one doing it. I looked online, I was thinking 30, 40 quid, and it was like 130, 140. Anyway, the dream scenario happened, listed it at 140. A person messaged me saying, oh, I'm interested in buying it. Would you take 130? I went, yeah, no problem. I said, she said, oh, I can come and collect it. I was like, oh, yes, you can come and collect this. Please do. And then the lovely story was she went and picked it up. And I was thinking, oh, is she a teacher? Is she homeschooling? Is that why she's using it? She was getting back into art. So she was going to project images onto walls and draw it onto canvases. I thought, wow, like second life of an old school projector. So yeah, nice story as well. But yeah, about £130 from Nilpois.
Nilpois. Well, that beat mine. Sold 20 items though. Listing seems to boost the store. Yeah, it's cliche, and the more you list, the more you sell. It was a good idea at the time when the world was ending. Well, yeah, the world is ended. I think. I think it was done. Muppet plush £2 into 150. Wowzers, that's a cracking sell then.
That was recent. It was only about 3 weeks ago she did that. It was a quality sell.
Bloody good. If you list 35.7 items a day in February, you list 1,000 items. Tried it and gave up on the 6th day. But six days listing 35 items is that's nothing to be snuffed at. That's flipping well good going, Kieran. Smashing it, son. Done £95 into 490 quid on the pair of trainers this weekend. Right, cop again, another cracking sale that is as well. I do like sales like that when you spent a little bit on it, say like 100 quid, but then you get like £400-500 back. I like sales like that.
Yeah, I've not quite got into that league. Mine's more like going to the boot sale with the daughter, spending 50p on a camera and then flipping that for £50. That was a nice result. That's 50p into £50. But that's the future though, when you invest that a good amount of money and then that really return on investment. But I'd say Technics I've maybe had that result on, maybe spent £50 and then I've made 400 or 300 in total once I split the speakers and the system. But
they're a good one to do as well, aren't they? The multi-stack systems.
Even the controller's worth 20 quid, you know. Yeah. And I sold the Technics manual the other day for, I think it was like £8 or $7.99, just for a manual. Laughing.
Flipping out. Oh no, you didn't sell that Yankees baseball jacket. Why? Right, we better get some listing doing, or we are going to be unproductive. Decided to list my Jurassic Park playset. Paid £15, hoping to get £200 plus. I hope you do get it, David. It could go to a better man, my friend. Let's hope you get it. Em's getting back into Depop. Yeah, because I've started doing a Depop series on my YouTube channel. I started at the beginning of this year, and I've seen a lot of people get into Depop. I'm not saying my video is the reason why people are doing it, but it's so good to see other resellers jumping on the Depop hype, because I started my Depop on the 6th of January, and I've seen George Ross talk about it now. I've seen Ems talking about it. There's so many people trying this Depop out again, and it's good to see, because I think the more people sell on it, I do think it will attract more people to buy on it as well. But yeah, especially if you're into clothing, it's the weird and wonderful clothes as well that Depop like, and you can charge a lot more on Depop for like the quirky stuff. Definitely,
it's pretty cool. It's Depop to me just seems like it's like when I used to live in Sussex in Brighton, and the shops there just sell the most wonderful and bizarre things, but the price that they sell at, it just seems like it's like a very cosmopolitan place to be, which is awesome, man. I need to hit you up regarding a Depop at a later date this year. I'm going to try and get into some form of clothing. I think
definitely, mate. Hit me up. There's some serious money to be made in clothing. Definitely. Here we go. Kieran says, how much should I ask for a Wii Rock Band plus 5 band games? Right. So you've got all 5 games.
Wii Rock Band on its own is about £8, isn't it? 7-8 quid, I think it is on its own.
Are you talking about the set? Is he talking about the set or the game?
Yeah, and because if you've got the guitar, that's a different league. So as an example, I listed the guitar game and everything today on the PlayStation for like £79. So yeah, tell us a bit more about what the games are. Yeah,
let us know, Kieran. Is it the full set, like drums, guitar, and everything involved, or what? Or was it just 6 games? I'm a little bit. Not to stall you, but can you name 10 products we should resell for every letter in the alphabet? Nah, you're right, Sam. See you later, mate. You do that. Go on. Sam, that could be your next video. Your next video is to name 10 products that you should sell regarding every letter in the alphabet. It'll be about a 50-minute video. But I'll challenge you to that instead, Sam. Right, we need to list before Sam gets in the head. So we're going to list on the computer today. So I'm pretty newbie at computer selling. I do all my selling on my phone normally. I don't know about you, James, but that's how I do it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm fist pumping to that.
Yes.
I live off my phone, man. I've never seen some of these options that it comes up with. I'm like, what's these categories?
It's bonkers. So I think I'll kick off. Do you want me to kick off the first? I'll kick off the first one. So some of you are aware that I did a Instagram live on opening Subbuteo squads 95 to 96, and we actually did pull 3 David Beckhams. So I'm going to sell 2 of them, and I've told I will match James's price. We're doing 99.99 because the market is currently at about 80, and about a month ago it was about 30. So the price of a raw David Beckham card from this set is going up and up on the day-to-day basis. So I've decided to match James. And because I know James uses my titles and my photos, I've decided to use, for this purpose, for this stream, I'm going to use his title, just because he does it to me all the time. So there we go. I'm going to change it a little bit, but only a little bit. So we pulled 2 of these. So this will be a nice 200 quid added on to the onto the store. Definitely. SQU label. I use SQU labels all the time because I've got all my stuff in boxes. And then I've got my cards in like a card divider. So I'll just put that as card divider. So then once I know it sells, I know to pop over to the card divider. And it'll be in there some shape or form. It's like now, I don't even know where to add photos. Oh, there it is. Dirt. Oh, dear. Add photos. You can talk as well, James, by the way.
No, but you're chatting about your awesome £200 listing, so I'm in awe. I'm just here, just putting my little Trapmaster minis on at 19.99 as I do. Buzzing about my £20 listing.
So I'm going to do, so with the Beckham cards, I've split them into 2. So I think it's good practice if you do sell cards, if you've got multiple cards, I still think you should sell it individually because people are looking at, especially with the David Beckham cards, the quality of the centering, the edges and all that per card. So I think for this section, I'm going to separate them into 2 separate listings. So I'm just showing you guys, that's how I've done my folders. Full band, there we go. He said full band set, drum and mic plus 5 Rock Band games. Yeah, you're going to make a killing off that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you want to split all that down. Yeah, don't sell it as a job lot. 100%. Yeah, you'll make a killing. And then obviously with your guitar, put a game if you can do. A tip for you, Kieran, as well. If you only have 1 game, literally, if it for whatever console it is, and you're going to have a look on the games itself, most you can get for £3. So yeah, try and list the drum with a game, the guitar with a game, and the mics with a game, and you'll find that your total listing price will go up quite a bit and probably cost you £9 for free games.
Jeez.
Especially if you're buying it from one of them stores that have got a lot of the same thing, because then you'll probably only pay 1 lot of postage as well.
Yeah, definitely. Will be sent with will be sent inside a penny sleeve and a top loader to ensure safety.
You should just put sent with a guy.
Sent with a sticker on.
No, but you put a guy, and then the reason for the return was that a female delivery driver dropped it off. Oh, well, you said it was going to be a bloke.
PSA pretend. How the flipping hell? I can't even spell today. Pretend. You know what? PSA worthy. There we go. Any questions? Please don't hesitate to ask. I always put from a smoke-free home.
Yeah, but you smoke.
Do I?
Yeah.
I don't smoke.
You do. I've seen you out there with your smoked bacon doing your smoke. Smoke-free home. No, I don't smoke cigarettes, but I smoke my beef. I do my barbecuing. Smoke my gammon. No, I think I agree with you. Smoke-free homes. The only obviously certain items when you do pick them up, though, absolutely hummer.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously hummer fags, then you obviously stay away from that. Tell you what, that's one part of reselling that's I don't think there is a set answer how to get rid of fag smell. My answer is leave it on your front doorstep. let it get some fresh air.
Yeah, leave it on your front porch. You'll get stolen. I do photos on phone and list on laptop. Everyone seems to be doing that. Everyone seems to be listing on their laptop. I'm all right.
You know, I'm all right. To me, to me personally, it seems like if you're doing that, you miss, like, you're slowing yourself down. Why not just do it all off your phone and bish bash bosh, as you say, it's done. Bish bash bosh, out the window. See you later. Hello, boys and everyone in chat. Hello, Connor. How you doing? Cheers, guys. Bought a Wii, sold. Put Mario games out. Had a lockdown kit. I still think you will get more splitting. Yeah, Kieran, definitely. Yeah, 100%. Can we get a shout out for Mr. Ricky Lee, as he said he will be opening his Vivid Voltage box tonight? Oh. Is he? Go on, Ricky. Hopefully after this stream then. That'd be good, because then I can go straight off here. Straight onto here. So I think this one's ready to go. Do you want your front picture though to be that one? Surely you want it to be the flat facing one. It's this one. Yeah, that's of course you do. It's just taken forever to do anything. I might put in the SQU label 1, because what I've done is I've labelled them. I've just put a little 1 and 2. Yeah. Popped in there. Just because that one's got a slightly different centre in. There's slightly heavier on this side. Where's the SKU number on the computer? Whereabouts is that at? Custom. Just underneath title. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah. So this is the thing, we use mobile. I'm the same as you. What I've done on these that I'm listing. So I'm doing the Trackmaster little Thomas Minis. If you all haven't seen them before. And I'm going to try and put 10 of these together and free postage and put them on for $19.99. So see how they do. But I've put exactly the same as you. I put them all in a box, basically, just like 1. And then I put them in like a plastic wrap, sealed it, 2, 3, 4. I've actually got 5 lots of them that are going to go on tonight. So 5 times 20, there you go. 100 quid. That's exactly my thinking. £100 worth of listings. That's what we want to see. Exactly. Yeah, no. I want at least be putting 100 on. As I said, my target is to try and get to about £1,000 worth of listings. But obviously, if I go over, then that'll be the beauty of RA. I've mentioned that word, I shouldn't have. Sorry. Whoa! Don't be saying that. Who's that? But no. I think with the items as well, I've got so much just bits and bobs at the moment. Them consoles, like the Wii consoles, I've had so many that I've noticed recently the prices have dipped a bit. So it's just rejigging them in my store. I've tried doing auctions. I've tried doing this and that, but yeah, it's going well. 60. I'm doing about £69 or 70 odd quid. So all in. So it's not too bad, to be fair. Smashed it, mate. Smashed it. We'll go over to James. You ready to show one of yours? Yeah, I'll show you my little thing that I'm doing. So this isn't quite £100 listing, but my tactic on this one is just to kind of show them as like different photos, different angles, and then my top tip for anyone who's selling anything: try and put your measurements in there. I always find a photo like that so blatantly someone can't say what size is it, when it's all right next to that. So yeah, hopefully going to get that done. I send everything with Hermes, realistically, anything that's not done. I know people have different preferences, but to put it in perspective, last year I sent, what, 3,000 or so items, if realistically, and not one of them didn't deliver. So I'm quite happy. Big up the Hermes.
I'm Team Hermes. I've always been Team Hermes. Anything small parcel upwards goes Hermes. Anything large letter, send Royal Mail. Simple as that. So my DVDs and my games go Royal Mail. Anything over that large letter gets sent to Hermes. I'm exactly the same. They've never lost anything, never smashed anything. So yeah, happy days. Bish bash bosh, as I would say.
And that's it. I think my top tip for anyone who's going Hermes, that it's about just packaging it well, realistically. But I think the old school stories of them damaging things and things getting lost, I think it's all hearsay now. I think because they're trying to compete so much against Royal Mail, I think they've really tightened up the purse strings. And also right now with a global pandemic and everyone having everything delivered online, they want to look as good as possible so that they can get the is it Amazon? Or Amazon? I think they're going to win a contract with Amazon, aren't they, through Prime? I think there's talks of it. So
yeah, really.
Yeah. Which is only good for them. And personally, I think anyone who's got caught doing anything negative at the moment, there is a lot of people that would want to be a Hermes, driver right now and take their delivery driver's job. So I imagine a lot of people that are working for them are grateful that they've got a job and at the moment that we live in.
Definitely. Just while you list your thingy, I'm just going to quickly answer some questions so we don't get too far behind the chat. Do you guys always promote your listings? Kieran, I think we live in a day and age now where we have to. There's so much competition on eBay. I think promoting your listings, even if it's by 1%, it's still better to do 1%, better than nothing. And anything between 1 to 2 kilos is cheaper Royal Mail. Is that true, Becky? How much do you pay 1 to 2 kilos Royal Mail? I thought I only paid £2.90.
£2.90 I pay.
I paid £2.70, but that's because I probably do it through Parcel to Go. Do you use Parcel to Go? Yeah.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't at the moment because I'm really old fashioned. I don't have a label printer yet. So everything I do, they've got. I go with my mobile phone and I scan the barcode. So I use their printing machine inside the shop. So so I manually do it. So I'm aware 20p, but then realistically, obviously, I'm not printing it at the moment. And that's my next investment. Obviously, the recent investment for me was the JFJ, but yeah, definitely it's got to be Hermes are much cheaper than Royal Mail. Royal Mail put the prices up as well not so long ago as well. Are you sure?
We've just I've just had an offer on the David Beckham already. I'm pretty sure it's probably someone in the chat, and I've just realised, and this is why I simply do not list on on the computer, is because I've got the postage wrong. It says collection only. Well, a great start. Royal Mail are robbing. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Royal Mail.
Yeah, I've got Hermes on there.
Becky, I thought Hermes was £4.20 for over 1 kilo. I think it's £4.05 for 1 to 2 kilos. I think I've read your message wrong. To be anything between 1 to 2 kilos cheaper Royal Mail. Right, I see. Yeah, it's like £4.16 or something, Becky.
Hopefully that's worked. I'm actually going to have a look at check out my phone.
I just personally, just because I put pretty much everything through Hermes, I just do it. It just comes natural.
Yeah, and I suppose it's kind of the other benefit I get as well by going through Hermes is that the place we're about to do it's my local, it's like a bargain boo shop, and they put all the boxes aside for me, so I get a bit of a result from them. I get like wine boxes and free packaging all the time, so it's a bit of a win-win scenario.
Sam's trying to be funny. Everyone's trying to be funny and offer me 99p for the David Beckham card. I need people to stop so I can edit the listing because it's not collection only. But I can't edit it when I've got offers. So please, just 5 minutes. Can I just have 5 minutes just to change? Thank you, thank you. Do not send.
Ricky's put something about.
It's all lies, kids. The box stays shut. Hi, James. Hi, kids. I'll be rewatching doing chores as the homies night. Yeah, no worries, Ricky. Thank you very much for popping in. You got to do what you got to do. Right, I've managed to do my second David Beckham card while you've been doing that, so that was quite nice.
Not too bad. The thing is looking at the chats and the prices that they're saying for Royal Mail. So even if they are cheaper, the other thing is also everything for that price is tracked as well through My Hermes. So is that tracked as well? Because it's not just price; it's what you get for that under that £3. It's awesome. You know, it gets tracked, delivered. Jobs are good.
Oh, so Royal Mail second class 0 to 2 kilos is actually £2.90. But yeah, does that come tracked, Jess, or not? I'm not too sure.
I'd be interested in that one.
Label printer is an essential item. It really, 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 really is. Not because it saves time, but for the poor sods queuing behind you at the shop/post office. if I have to give anybody anything, advice is to buy a label printer first. Like, it is a big expense, but it's an expense, so you can claim it back off your business anyway. So it's not actually you're not really obviously you're paying for it, but it comes out of your profits versus your when you take everything out at the end of the year sort of thing. But yeah, definitely.
It's definitely an investment for me, but it seems to be it's such a high amount of money when you're starting off for me. That's why it's not necessarily put me off, but it wasn't my number one priority because obviously, as I said, I send it via Hermes, so I'm not in a post office queue, and anything I send postal is stamped anyway, and most of my stamps I buy, so I just drop it off anyway.
Yeah,
which is nice and easy. Right, I'm not actually listing anything, so I'll let you go back. I've done my one list. I'm just going to go and kind of repeat that process again. I think is going to be my next.
Royal Mail small parcel is tracked, but not as detailed as Hermes. Shows whether it's delivered or not, which is enough for eBay. Okay,
well, that's quite good.
I never knew that, to be honest, Becky. So £2.90 is actually quite a big saving from a £4.16, £4.10.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'd be tempted. So anything over one, because it does jump up after that one.
It never used to be that expensive. About 4 months ago, it used to be like £3.20, £3.25 for 1 to 2 kilos. But it's gone through the roof since Christmas for some stupid reason. But whatever.
Definitely food for thought.
So my next cards are going to be these pool skulls. I've packed 3 of them today, which is very, very nice. Looking at solds, I've been saying £25, but looking at solds, they don't seem to be about £25. But me and the boys on the waffle always stick to roughly the same price. And to me, this looks like a John Luke price. This looks like a John Luke background. So he's been putting them up £35, £31.99. £50, £300, which is ridiculous. There's no way whoever that guy is getting 300 quid for that. Surely not. That's probably I don't know who that is. Precision Rookie cards, not a clue. So I said £25, but I've seen John Luke's put one up for £31.99. I'm pretty sure. So what we're going to do is, can you sell similar off this or not? Oh my god, it's a disaster. It's a disaster. How do you sell similar off a flipping website?
mate, I'm literally back on my phone. I think what you do, Kieran, is the same as me. Just go on your phone, create the listing, and be like, "Yes, I know what I'm doing."
Oh dear.
The thing is that if you do use the PC, that's awesome. But if you can manage your whole business off your phone, you just get used to a routine at the end of the day, don't you? So,
Jack, That's for you, buddy. Mwah. Sell symbols below the picture. Oh, I love this community. Oh, I hate it. I absolutely hate. I hate working off a computer. Like, I'm very computer minded, but geez, not when it comes to eBay. I'm not. You can stuff that. So we're going to match John Luke's price. It's good to see John has actually got these up now.
You're not putting it a penny cheaper.
I always do 39. What was it? 31.99. So I did 31.95 because I always end mine on 95 just because it's something that I've just done for yonks. Card divider. Pack fresh. I can't fit fresh in there. Yes, we can. We'll just knock some of these off. Bish bash bosh. Pack fresh. Just below the image. Yeah, thank you very much, guys. I am #1 reselling YouTube. I'm joking. I'm not. I'm absolutely terrible when it comes to eBay.
We'll find out. We'll find out who #1 is come Friday.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be me. But we've got another multi-listing of 3. So that's gonna be 3 for the Paul Scholes one because they're not. They're all pretty similar in condition. To be honest, they're all very central, very very good. To be honest, these will probably be a 9, maybe a PSA 9, PSA. I'd say PSA 9 minimum. So I'm just going to send. I am actually going to only do this one as a multiple of 3. That's it, done. So it's going to be 3, 1 listing at 3, 31.95, easy peasy. A nice, just under £100 again. So basically, what's that? That's like £300 worth of cards we put up in a matter of seconds.
Oh mate, you're smashing it. I've done £40, 2 listings. So
I'm just going to copy and paste the same description of my David Beckham.
I had a question for you, Kieran. When you did your live stream, you got a shed load of other David Beckhams. What came of all the other ones that you got? Are they just not as desirable for collectors? Because
1 second, I will get them for you, James.
Oh, here he goes. So whilst I'm here on my own, if any of you would like to vote your best chocolate bar, this is mine. Oh. #1 chocolate bar, white Snickers.
Chocolate bar? Yeah.
I'm just saying I'd like everyone to vote for their best chocolate bar. Put in the comments that's the best chocolate bar since sliced bread.
Yeah, that is good. So obviously I've packed this David Beckham. So this is my David Beckham. I've got loads more. I've got about another 10 in the cupboard. So I'm working through a PSA submission, and these are all my David Beckham cards. So they're the ones I pulled on stream the other day, well, about a couple of weeks ago. So they are getting sent to PSA as we are. Well, I'm just getting the. I'm doing the paperwork for them now, and they're all going to get sent to PSA to get graded. I've sold multiple of this before for £20 each, so I've sold about 6 at 20 quid each. So they are highly collectible. Anything David Beckham seems to be really, really collectible. So if you see a David Beckham card, pick it up, especially if it's in his Manchester United kit. His Man United kits, football, beautiful. Pick it up, definitely. So I sniped the one after this last night for £5 on eBay, and it's going for about 40 quid at the moment. Non-graded, so
nice work.
But I've got tons of cards. I've got loads of sports cards.
Are you sure you're just not a bot? And like, I had I don't know how true it was. So sadly, last week my boiler packed in, and we went away without the boiler. And when the guy came in to do the boiler, I was like, he's been doing all that housework for a while, and he was checking downstairs. He's like, what the heck have you done downstairs? I was like, oh, started getting into reselling. And he's like, oh, if you ever get one of the brand new consoles, like the new Xbox, he's like, I want one. I was like, so do I, to be fair. And he's like, yeah, apparently there's these sniping bots that keep buying them all. And I was thinking, nah. Yeah. I was like, that can't be true. So is it true? It's like they're literally
there's sniping bots on eBay.
Wow, that's amazing. And they're just buying them, and then people are just reselling them for more money then?
Yep.
That's incredible.
Stupid, isn't it? Aaron, so when you send them to, I don't know if you send them to Graded Gem or if you send them to PSA directly, but with Graded Gem, especially with sports cards, they like to know what set the cards have come from. So this has come from, obviously. So what you got to do, you got to print off the paperwork, and you got to write. There's like 12 different headers. There's like set, number, year, year, and all that shenanigans. So then you have to fill that in. So this, for example, this is 95-96 Subbuteo squads card, David Beckham, Manchester United. I think it's because Grader Gem don't see many sports cards. They're more Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh. So when you send in, like, could you imagine if you send in like 20 David Beckham cards and they're sat there going, what set's this from? Which is true, they could be. They could be thinking, where on earth is this from? So if you write, you have to write what set it's from, what year it's from, if it's a player of the year, if it's a dream team one, X, Y, and Z. It's just so they know exactly what set your card has come from. So when they print it on the slab, you know, the red header, it says exactly what it's supposed to say. So I don't know if you sent yours directly to PSA, Aaron. I'm going to send mine via Grader Gem.
Does that cost a little bit more to do that, or?
I think it might cost a little bit more because they're like acting as the middleman. It's just so that your cards stay with you. So they like protect your cards. They make sure that PSA get the right information from you. It's just like it's just a service that they provide.
They're a card broker, basically.
Basically, I mean, you can send them straight to PSA, but nobody really does that. Like, I don't know many people that have done that. The odd person does that, but if you do it via Grader Gem, obviously they get a cut. I think you pay £10 per card. So, but if you're pulling that out of a £40 box and you've got 3 of them, and they're going for £100 raw, when they come back PSA 9s or 10s, you're going. I reckon you're talking £800 to £1,000 for that card if it comes back a 9 or a 10.
That's amazing. And that's why people will buy them for £100, because they'll buy them with the intent to get that graded to a 9 or a 10, and then that £100 investment becomes either bottom end 400, higher end over 1,000 in the current market.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it makes sense. Or
and
loft it.
Or loft it, yeah. And David Beckham, everybody knows David Beckham, and he's such an iconic football player, and he's such an iconic person in just general. Like, everybody knows David Beckham, don't they? Like, all the Americans know him, all the English people.
My phone's ringing, one sec. Hi, David Beckham. yeah. Everyone knows
him. Everybody knows him. But yeah, I hope that's helped, Aaron. And I think it has. Oops, I better get on the phone then tomorrow. Cheers for that. Yeah, just explain where your cards have come from and what set. They might actually ring you anyway and just ask, but they might not. They might know exactly where all your cards have come from. But I know that I've got like a separate chat for cards. I know in that chat that I have with the boys that they've actually rang up and said, "Oh, can you just confirm what set this has come from? Because we've never seen it before." So like we're breaking into sets that even Grader Gem have never ever even seen. So watch this space.
That's a massive positive, the fact that you guys are doing that, because you are setting your own trends, and because you guys are doing it, say 3 or 4 of you are doing the same thing, then obviously there is 3 sellers on the market doing the same thing, so it has that natural attraction.
Yeah, exactly, mate, exactly.
Yeah, fair play.
Exactly. But cards is a game where you don't really want to get too much involved in, because it could be quite costly, especially if you don't get them when they're cheap. Like, yeah, I'm not going to go too much into it because obviously it's the boys' information as well. But yeah.
Yeah, but it's like anything though. It's like anything that you collect, whether it be stamps or books or novels. So it's all that same type of. You've just got to be careful with what you buy and invest in.
Yeah, definitely, mate, definitely.
It's amazing, like listening to what like cards are worth. I always just think back to the Pokemon's always the one I think of when I think of that. I had the Bulbasaurs and I had the Venusaurs, and I'd never had a Charizard. I had Zapdoses and all that. I pretty much had everything but a Charizard. But even like a PSA 10 Blastoise, the original, it'd be amazing to have had that and get that graded.
Yeah, definitely, mate, definitely. We keep getting offers on the David Beckham cards from the stream. I do appreciate the offers, boys and girls, but you all get sent offers if you're not too careful. I send you like £99 offers. This is a good question, and it's a question of sport, quite literally. No, it's not. That was just stupid. Kieran, shut up. So there, all my cards have been listed. So I've got one more listing to do tonight, which we'll do in a bit later. James, you got anything else? You listening to anything? Nope.
No, I'm just going back to the phone. I've admitted defeat. That I am, as much as with the most best will and to be helpful to the chat, I really wanted to list on.
We've lost him, James. We've lost James. James. Where's he gone? James? Oh, he's back.
So apparently I said the word I don't listing on a PC, and the PC kicked me off. So yeah, the PC's really good. Yes. Oh, I love the PC. Oh, where would I be without it?
So yeah, he's behind me. Jeez. What was I saying? Yeah, question of sport. So I was a bit not naughty, Adam. I was a bit naughty. So if you don't know, question of sport is one hell of a bolo when it comes to cards. We're going straight out. We're going there. So if you find a question of sport, let me just show you my screen. So if you find, I mean, how many times have you seen this board game in the charity shops?
Nil point.
None.
No, I still haven't seen it yet. But it's going to happen, obviously. I think this is going to be my year. But yeah, I think I'll come across it this year.
This is the card you want.
Yeah,
definitely. And there's a few. So Ayrton Senna is going to be one to look out for as well. I think in the future, he's quite highly up there now. He's like £15. But yeah, so I actually found one which was sealed inside from 1986, which hindsight I should have kept sealed, because I think somebody's asking like £5,000 just for pure everything sealed. So mine was just the inside sealed. But I really wanted to get the Mike Tyson graded. I've actually sent a Mike Tyson to be graded via Graded Gem to PSA. So the answer is yes. And the reason why is because PSA Mike Tyson is stupid money. Look, £900, £750, £4,000 that's a PSA 9.
Yeah.
So these two are PSA 8s, and then you've got the 9s and the 10s that comes in. It's stupid money. Look at them. Obviously, slightly different cards, but it's the name. It's Mike Tyson. So here we go. Look, £5,000, £4,000. It's just ridiculous money.
And a lot of that's the reason why that's worth so much is because the cards themselves were so badly printed back then that the fact if you pull in a 10 is going to be incredibly slim pickings anyway. Most of them are going to be 6s and 7s from listening and viewing myself, from what I can understand of that card.
Yeah, so I've sent mine off. Mine is absolutely spot on for centering. And I'm not even saying that just because it's mine, but I showed the boys and they were like, that has actually got a really good chance of being pretty goddamn high, because the centering is pretty good. It has got one slight nick, which is annoying, but we've said to the boys that I will send it in. But I'm not expecting a 10, but an 8 or a 9 would be good, because as you've just seen, the value of the card itself is like stupid money, like 900, 800, £4,000. And I reckon that will probably sell at £4,000, because that's probably one of the highest PSA graded I've seen. PSA 9.
Yeah, and I'd agree, because even when the Pokemon card hype's on, the word card then becomes hyped as well. Yeah,
definitely, mate. Like if you just have a look at PSA 10, a lot of them will just be a lot. If you just typed in PSA 10, a lot of 99% of them would be Pokemon. But they will literally they will literally grade anything, Adam. Absolutely anything. Even sealed games, even Lego pieces, even Lego figures. They'll grade and put them in a separate capsulated box. They'll literally grade pretty much anything. So yeah, just keep that in mind as well. But yeah, definitely one to look out for. And another thing to look out for is these. When they come out in England, if they come out in England, or when, Pokemon McDonald's booster packs. Stupid money. That was stupid money. But anyway, we're getting into territory that I should not be talking about.
It's amazing how, like, as you said there, board game or anything that can be graded. I think I saw one the other day, which was the original Mario. It was on that pawn shop program, and he went in there with like the original cartridge, which was before Mario was sent out. It was like a tester one, and I think he was after like £1 million or something like that, or $1 million or whatever it was. And then the guy who came in was like, yeah, it's already been offered. He's already refused offers at $400,000. I was like, it's bonkers. And it's just the old cart, but it looks really cool, to be fair. As you said, it's in this plastic thing, PSA graded. I think it's like a 9 point something odd. And it's like the original cartridge, sealed. And it's also sealed by Nintendo. So it's not just a normal game seal. So yeah, it's amazing.
It's crazy money in it, let's be honest.
If I was to ask for one thing, and one thing only graded just because of my childhood, you know, obviously it's childhood nostalgia, it would be a PSA graded, sealed VHS copy of The Goonies. And you know what? There's probably not many people that would be after that. So my market, I think I'd be able to get. Go and have a look through, Kieran, see if I can get a PSA graded The Goonies. I would buy that. I'd quite happily have that on my shelf.
I'm not sure you could. I don't think there's many VHS graded, but no, there isn't any.
Maybe I should go and buy one new and sealed. See if there's like a VHS copy of it, like the original. Pay a couple of $100, and then I'll send that off when you go and send it off. And I'll be like the only one person ever to have The Goonies. And I'll probably end up with like a 7 or an 8. But
if you can try. Do it, just do it.
Yeah, do it. Be the first.
Do it.
And imagine things like Nightmare on Elm Street and stuff like that would be quite cool to get graded.
If PSA wouldn't grade it, I'm sure some other company would do it.
Definitely. Sure. Your camera's just gone a little bit out of focus. There you go. You're back in. You're back in the room.
And he's back in the room. Back in the room. I'm going to do one more listing, and then that might pull me over the trigger. Wow. Don't tell Sam. One more listing. I think I'll be over there. Let me.
Could you imagine if you could ascertain that over 2 days all the time? You'd be in a different league, a different level.
Yeah, definitely. So today we picked up this beauty. So we picked up this and 120 CDs for a whopping £20. And I've got the 1978 Simon box. And you could just look, someone's asking £70 without a box. Somebody's got £45 and it's bids with 4 days left, which is ridiculous. £160. What?
That's crazy.
Mine has the original box inside as well, so it's not loose. So it's actually like in this box as well. But it's absolutely bonkers money. Can't stand the other guy.
That's me. That's me. It's my hater. It's my hater.
Well,
you know what?
That's a bit harsh, buddy, but okay.
Yeah, no. Thanks, bud. Really appreciate the honesty.
Wow. Jeez.
I'm a big fan of his, to be fair.
What, Jeff?
Yeah.
I like Jeff.
Big fan of Jeff.
So yeah, there's what, 3 on the market? Well, 450. See, I originally thought this was only going to be about 40 quid. So I thought, oh, I'll double my money on this, and then I'll make even more money on the CDs. But looking at this, this could be an absolute bolo.
Oh, I think it is a blatant bolo. Like that's about as bolo as it gets, mate. That's awesome.
That is bolo-licious. I don't know what to price that at now. That's crazy. Look, the solds aren't looking too strong, but £75 though.
That's not bad though.
I'm going to be tempted and just stick it up for like 100.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I think aim high and then see what happens.
Because like he's got 45 and it's got 4 days left.
What's it? And the thing is, if you're going to put that like on global shipping, then it's going to kind of open the door to a multitude of people.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's like anything. Is there a lot listed at the moment? And then are they? So yours is boxed and used, is it? It's not sealed, is it? So it's like been used before.
Boxed and used, but this one here that has issues. Oh my days, that looks too complicated. But the issues are: game remains in a partially working order and cosmetically. I don't know. But he's got it for 160 quid. I haven't got the white polyester thing though, to be fair.
Yeah. But then if yours is working, then at the end of the day, you know, people are going to probably want something that's working and functional. So test away, mate. Test away.
Factory sealed.
And so I bought over Christmas a much more moderner version of that. So I take it that's what it is. It's the one where you press the colours and it goes in a combo. Yeah, it's amazing. So when did that originally come out? Is that the original one that you've got then?
Yeah. So this is 1978.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. So that obviously that is like the original Bop It.
Yeah.
That's like
that is the one.
This is like the beginner of Bop It. That's quality, man. And obviously it's amazing they're still making that today, and it hasn't really changed its design. Obviously, it's just a lot more plasticer and cheaply made.
To be honest, I might not sell this today then, because I want to do a bit more thorough testing just to make myself 110% sure that it's 100% working. But as you can see, it's still got the original 90-day warranty card.
Wow.
So it's been kept in really nice condition. Like the box is not it's not spot on, but it's fairly good. But look, it's in very, very good condition. I might not list that tonight then. I might just do some double checking.
Is it like AA battery powered type of thing?
No, it's like flipping massive things. It's chunky batteries. I can't get it open here because I ain't got the screwdriver. But it's these two here, the two big cylindrical ones.
Yeah, DB Resell saying get that PSA graded, mate. That's what you need to get done.
The original Simon. That is crazy though, isn't it? Like £400 for the sealed one.
Get it graded.
That is ridiculous.
I'm going to start sending off my Kellogg's cornflakes boxes. Get that PSA graded.
Keep them sealed, mate. Keep them sealed.
Just all your breakfast cereals. I think PSA, obviously, what a brilliant company idea though. Like,
oh yeah,
they just obviously check and go through magnifying glasses, and then they get the approval. Is there and obviously there's PSA, but is there another company that does it as well, as you said there, like that's as well established?
Yeah, so you got BGS, which is like an American one. That's quite good, but you'll find that card collectors only really tend to go for PSA because, well, PSA graded cards are more expensive than anything else because I don't really know why, but I'm having all sorts of problems getting this back in this box. Hang on, let me just give me 2 seconds and I'll answer that question. So we're not going to sell that today. That's done. I'm going to do 100% more testing on that because
that sounds like a sensible idea, bud.
Because yeah, so PSA are the go-to guys, and then you've got I'll show you some. So you've got BGS, I think it is BGS grade, and they do Pokemon. They're like black labeled. You got CGC as well. So this one, Beckett, that's an American card grading company. Beckett. Don't know if you've heard that.
I've only heard of the PSA just because of the Pokemon hype, but it's interesting, like how different gradings are there. And I imagine the reason, as you said there, the reason why PSA is so popular is because there's so many people use PSA that obviously from a collector's point of view, you can build a collection of pretty much every card.
Yeah, definitely. And then you've got CGC, which is quite... So some card companies aren't as thorough as PSA, and PSA have been renowned to be very thorough when they check cards. So when they say it's a 10, it's a 10. Whereas some companies say it is a 10, but a PSA graded CGC versus a PSA 10 PSA, the price difference is phenomenal. Like it'll be like £1,000 through PSA, but it'll only be like £100 or £200 through CGC, just because that is the value. The value getting something graded by PSA is far superior than a CGC or one of them cheaper ones. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Well, you're paying for, as you said there, that brand and the quality that they put through it. It's amazing. I watched that guy who has all them Charizards in America, and I watched the feedback when they opened the box of how like the smallest dinks are the difference between him going from a 9 to a 10, and like the middle bit and like the centering and learning about. So obviously they basically check they check every inch of the card under like basically a magnifying glass. It's amazing, like the level of detail that they go to.
Yeah, definitely. It's absolutely bonkers. Cards have needed this hype for a long time. The hype's always sort of been there in America, like for the sports cards, for like the basketball cards and stuff like that. But now that the UK are getting involved, I do think there's a lot of money to be made on there. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
But you can tell, like, I know I keep going back to it, but I pulled that today from a £40 box. I pulled 3 of them. Obviously, I'm selling 2 and keeping 1 to be graded. But that's a £100 card, non-graded. That's just bonkers, isn't it? And then once it is graded, it'll be worth more, because if the raw is 100, you can at least say that the graded 10 is going to be 1,000. I'd have thought easy. I'll show you a PSA graded 10 card. Oh, look at that. PSA David Beckham. Oh. Top 1, boy. And second. And third, sorry.
Well, there he is.
Sold. I think one went for nearly like 70 odd grand or something. 91 grand.
Did that sell though? Or is that just one of them crazy bids?
PSA 10, that's his true rookie, and it's a Premier Gold card as well, which that raw is thousands. That raw, without being graded, is over £1,000, I think.
Well, and then you just be like, "That's me retired. See you later."
get off one card. So that someone's got 90 grand.
Oh, wow.
88 grand. That's a PSA 9. Like this will go up loads. If you were to watch that, that would go up loads. So 155 already, and it's 4 days left. It will go up loads and loads. There you go, £500. 159 grand.
Oh, 1 second, I've got some spare change. Should we go halves on that, Kieran, with our listing challenge?
Yeah, if you want.
Easy
Do
money.
it.
It's incredible.
It is bonkers. It's bonkers. It's absolutely bonkers.
But it comes back to the old school rule of anything of selling. It's as much as someone's willing to buy it for at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And yes, that's just awesome. I love how America's like such a hype on the cards, and as you said there, now it's coming over to the UK. So. And
with the World Cup and the Euros happening soon, and the World Cup actually being in America very, very shortly, the money of the cards is going to go up and up, especially when the World Cup goes to America.
Yeah.
Because all these American guys are going to be like, oh, he's good, he's English, or he's, you know what I mean? Like all the American guys are like, oh, he was well good in the American World Cup last year. Well, I'll buy his card, and then the price will just go poof, especially with British cards.
I'd imagine that even them boxes that come out and the cards that come out for that experience as well, a lot of, maybe not now, but in 20 years, I imagine a lot of Americans will probably be very nostalgic and be like, oh, do you remember when the World Cup happened? You know, that type of thing. It's nostalgia at the end of the day. It's like even me, like if someone was like, oh, I can give you a Game Boy with the original Pokemon Red, I'd be like, yes, please. Like, let's get involved on that.
Yeah, definitely. 100%, mate. Definitely. But yeah, so the moral of today's story has been buy cards.
So Clinton cards, when it reopens, get yourself there and get all your mum, I love mum, and happy birthday and happy Easter cards graded.
Have you seen, there's an American guy going around buying people's business cards to grade.
Wow.
So like he's asking like the big boys like Facebook, the owner of Facebook, he wants his business card, he's then going to get that graded. I mean, it's endless, like getting people. So if anyone wants to buy anything from my shop, I actually send you a business card every time you buy off the shop. So if you want to buy something, then I'll send you a potential PSA 10 business card.
Yeah, I can imagine that, like Steve Jobs and stuff like that, their business cards, yeah. And like
That's
Bill Gates, yeah, and then getting that PSA graded. Yeah, fair play. That's really, really clever.
That's badass, isn't it? It's absolutely crazy what people could do. What people are willing to do as well. Like now that he's like Americans are doing that, it will come over England in 10 years time. There'll be somebody in England going around people's businesses, like great British businesses, and asking for the business cards. I'm telling you now, we adopt everything.
We need to get on it now and start with Alan Sugar and start working our way through it. This could be me and your little big time mate.
Yeah. Definitely. I've started investing in Pokemon stickers. I've got loads down here, like absolutely hundreds.
That's pretty cool. I got that. It was a few months back now, but the Pokemon miniature cards when you guys were all chatting in the stream, and then Ricky was like, yeah, 90 something. So I just literally went. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, right, and then you guys were like, yeah. JR's just bought them. I was like, yeah, that's mine. I was like, but I was interested because James Collects bought one and he did a video of opening it. And obviously the cards, how they work is there's 3 of them and they come in the order of the Pokemon wrap. But he said, oh, I'll get back to everyone and let you know if I can get these PSA graded. I'm not too sure. And I was interested to hear the answer to that one because mine's new and sealed. I've not actually opened it. I've actually just left it as it is, and I don't know if that's better to leave it new and sealed from 1993 or 1990 when they came out.
Yeah, I mean, if the cards inside the boxes are going to be worth something, then your boxes are going to be worth twice as much as the cards inside it. So So it's either you either play a waiting game or you cashing for quick cash. So when we buy stuff like that, we buy at least 2, so then we can have fun opening one, and then we can keep one sealed just in case it does go up and up and up. It's an industry that I never thought I'd get myself into, cards, but I'm very, very glad I have got myself into it. I must have thousands of sports cards, and that's not an exaggeration. I bought 2 freaking, I don't know, I've just bought so much. And obviously I've bought all the new Pokemon sets that are coming out this weekend. They're all coming through. It's a good industry to get into, but you got to be prepared to spend money.
Yeah.
And I can be quite tight at times. So when they all, that thing I sent you via Facebook in the wrong chat.
Yeah.
Well, they were £35.
That's amazing.
About 4 months ago. I never bought one at £35 because I just wasn't even looking at it. I think I must have missed it in the chat that we have. And then 6 months later, they're worth £650.
It's incredible.
And the cards that you get in them, you get, obviously it's a poker set, so you get 50, is it 54, 52 in a poker set?
52 cards, yeah. 52 cards in a deck.
And then minimum £20 each. So there's a grand there, easy.
Yeah.
But I know the boys will probably send them all off and get graded. So it's going to be mental money when they all get that back.
So even buying it at that price, there's still money to be made. It's amazing.
Yeah, and if you're prepared to buy it from Japan or whatever, it's probably even cheaper.
It's incredible.
I'm still tempted to buy a pack. But it annoys me because I know the boys have got it cheaper.
Yeah, but sometimes you've got to brush your pride aside. I'll go shares with you, mate. I'll go halves with you, and whatever we make, it'll be our little investment. But yeah, no, it is interesting because even before you talked about PSA cards, they always said that you always heard of them parents, which were very rare. Whereabouts what they did is that they would buy their kid an Action Man, and then they box one in the attic. And then they did it with like the Power Rangers and all that type of stuff. Yeah, like I think as a parent, it's like I look at the stuff I get my daughter, like Peppa Pig. I'm not going to put Peppa Pig in the attic. It's not ever going to go up in value. There's no way. I'll eat my words, but Peppa Pig is not going to be worth the amount of money. There's no way.
You're gonna eat your words, mate.
I know, probably am. But it's funny, you walk in like a supermarket and you see all this Peppa Pig stuff, and you're like, there's hundreds of it. So in 20 years, that's going to be worth 10 times the amount of money. It's bonkers.
Sam's just put one of them Lugia packs on eBay for £500. Sam, that is not allowed, mate. Come on.
Yeah, we'll buy one from you.
£500.
What you do as a discount? $4.99.
He's got it for $4.9999. Well, I thought I had a good day, but now Sam's actually decided to list. He's kicking my ass. I agree with you there, Jack. To be honest, I do think Peppa Pig could become a vintage toy. I do. I think you all will eat your words, James. I'm afraid to say it. I think you might do.
Yeah, it's bonkers to think it.
It is crazy.
Just loft all the Peppa Pig stuff, put it in boxes. Yeah, it's a massive phenomenon. The thing is like Pokemon was massive then, and like Peppa Pig is such a big like thing now. And Paw Patrol obviously is it's that Digimon. That's what they're watching as kids.
Yeah, I think Lofting toys is the way to go. Personally, I think Lofting I think there's a lot to be said to be Lofting. I know people don't like resellers that talk about Lofting because you're not getting the money now or quick, but I don't see it as, I see it as an investment. I don't see buying something and sharing it with you guys to make quick cash. I'm seeing that as a completely different part of my business. It's not anything to do with reselling. I will literally buy 2 of something and I will literally loft it, because there's more money to be made lofting things than there is putting money in your bank and gaining interest, because sealed stuff will never go down in value. It will never, ever go down in value. I mean, it might go down in value in like a short term, in like 2 to 3, 4 years, but you give it 10 years and that sealed item will be no longer available anywhere. And you're going to be a select few that has something sealed. And the way the market in the industry is, sealed stuff is just on a whole new level. So when the Game of Watches came out, you know, the new ones, I bought 5, and I've lofted 2. I gave 2 away to my mum and my brother, and I've still got 2 left that I'm just going to put on sale, because I've got 2 that I'm lofting. I've given away 2, and I want to sell the other one, because I'm happy that I've got 2 lofted. I'm not saying I don't think personally, looking back at it, they are going to be mega money, because they're missing fundamental parts of a Game and Watch. They don't have no save, whereas the original didn't have save. But I don't know, I thought they might have had the save thing, but they don't. So I'm hoping in the future it will be a little bit of money, but I'm not too hopeful, to be honest. Dear. Let's have a quick look how much they are, Game and Watch.
Yeah, it's definitely it was a gamble at the end of the day. Obviously, as you said, they're new and sealed. It's always going to go up in value, but time machines would be amazing.
Mm-hmm. It's like the original Game of Watches. If you found one new and sealed and boxed, they're worth a fortune. But who would have thought back in the 80s to start keeping sealed items?
Yeah.
But if you did, you'd be a bloody millionaire.
Yeah, 100%. I tell you what, I'm just going to have to go and loft some Peppa Pig stuff now, just to eat my own words. I've decided that I'm just going to, you know, that's it. Obviously, I'm going to, as far as my current, my plans are, obviously, I want to become a full-time reseller. So obviously, if I'm going to get into this big time, that could be my funny thing. In 20 years, I come back to this and I'll be like, do you remember in 2021 when I said Peppa Pig will never be worth stuff? Well, I did put it in the attic. And funny enough, that £20 item is now worth £2,000 or £5,000. That'd be quality.
You just never know, do you?
You just don't know.
But you're in the perfect position to do stuff like this, because you work full time, so you've got a constant income from your full-time job. So with your reselling stuff, you can totally afford to start lofting stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Like if you've bought any new if you've bought the new Pokemon set that's coming out, like the Elite Trainer boxes, you should be in a position to be like, right, I'm buying 8 of them and I'm going to loft 7, and then in a couple of years' time, mate, you'd make triple your money easy. You can make triple your money now because people are paying stupid prices for it. But because you're going to have a bit more flexible income, it should be something that you should think about, really. Like, I'm not telling you how to spend your money, but I think it's a good opportunity.
Yeah, especially it's amazing how Logan Paul has influenced the market and how someone like that can do it. As you said there, it's when this generation then become our age, and they're all like, they've all got full-time jobs and they're successful, and they're like, right, I want to buy that box that I could never afford. Because at the moment they're just getting a pack, and now we're in a situation where we can buy the boxes, and it's no different from when we were kids. I know it's nice for us to go, oh, I wish I had a box, but I'm going to be honest, I was lucky if I could afford once a month for Pokemon, like a couple of cards. Like getting a pack was maybe a once a week treat if I was lucky. So, but it's amazing. Even the packs though, they're worth like several thousands, aren't they? The original packs unopened.
Yeah, I mean, I think Logan, the original base set, first edition, like one pack, I think he was auctioning off at like 40 grand.
Wow, that's
for
incredible.
One pack, which only has 8 cards in. So
that's incredible. Well, I can definitely say that I definitely did have that in my hands multiple times in my life. And the thing is, it wasn't so long ago. wasn't like it was like 100 years ago, and I'm finding something that was before I was born. That's within our remit.
It's. I remember when I was a little kid, I used to put all my Pokemon cards on the trampoline and I'd bounce with them.
That's quality, man. That's quality. The thing is, I've always wondered, it seems like certain things have skipped, because Pogs, do you remember Pogs? And like they were like circular discs that you basically like slammed with, like used to get them from like Chopper Chomps, used to get metal slammers and all sorts. And like they seem to have skipped a generation, because they were just before it was like Pogs, and then it went like yo-yos, like Pro-Yos. Then obviously it was the Tamagotchis, and then it was like Pokemon came out, and it was like that type of stepping stone. Because Tamagotchis are amazing. I used to think they were brilliant. I know James talks about the Digimon one. He always says, "Oh, it was better," and I'd actually agree with him. Like, it was a better version because it wasn't just a blob evolving. Like, you could battle them against each other.
They've still got very good value as well, like the original ones. So if you find any in the car boot, definitely pick them up. When they reopen, if they reopen, when they reopen. Do
you think they're going to reopen this year?
I'd like to think so. Let's see what this new variant decides to do.
Yeah, it's still Mr. Fuzzy.
Yeah, I'm doing this. There we go.
There you go.
I don't know. We'll see what the new variant is. I'm a bit skeptical about this new variant that they found today, about 3 hours ago, because apparently it can mutate twice as quick. So we could be in a bit of trouble. If it is as bad as they make it out to be, then I don't think they will be open. Well, I don't know. I want them to be. I think everybody wants everything to be open, right? But we'll see. We'll see. Pogs and Tazos were the day.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. That's what it was. Yeah, Pogs and Tazos are amazing. Like, a lot of them were like just cardboard. They were just cardboard, and like you used to just basically stack them over. And how it used to work is when you used to hit it really hard, if they turned over and flipped the other way, you used to take all of the ones that fell over, and they were yours. It was like Pokemon cards. Imagine playing Pokemon cards, and if I beat your Pokemon card, I instantly nicked it. That's how brutal Pogs were. You literally used to go against your mates, and like you could have 20, and then by the end of the day, you could have something like 300. Yeah, it was.
So there's a brand new Waddington's Batman Pogs packet.
Yeah.
For £5. That's pretty good, isn't it?
That's pretty good. You see, that's something that I would think that's sensible to try and buy now, because that was massive. Like, from a nostalgia point of view, that was a big thing. And if no one's on that hype, then I'm calling it now. I'm saying it now. That was it. It used to be a big thing. We used to all play. I just remember the Chopper Chomp ones, because you used to get basically. So it was cardboard Pogs, and then you used to have what you call a slammer. And then people used to have plastic slammers, and Chopper Chomps used to have a metal one. And that's why I remember it, because like, if you obviously put a metal weight on cardboard, it used to flip the whole things. It used to just like dominate it. I just remember nicking all my mates all the time. They're like, "Oh, I'm not playing against him. He's got metal slammers."
That's that must be just before my time, because I've never heard of them. Never.
What are you 26 or 27 or
25?
25. There, well, yeah, they go. So it's that type of era. Yeah, that's why you missed it out. I'm 32, so then that's why, because it's it's just that little skip of. It's a difference of 5-6 years that you've missed out on. Yeah. But it's how quick things change. Then it was the next thing after. But you still were in the generation whereabouts. Do you remember the days when we used to get stuff in the cereal boxes? Like, that was a massive thing.
Yeah.
Did you ever used to like open it up and then like go put your hand in, get the toy, and be like, yeah!
I'd run it around in the cereal box.
Yeah. No, that was. I just remember them days. Like, nothing's like that. Those were the days. And then you used to get things in the cereal that you used to put on your bike wheels. Did you ever used to get them at all? And you put them on your bike wheel, so when you went round, it was just a reflector. That's all it was.
Ah, yeah.
So you get like the Sugar Puss monster as an example, you get like a reflector of him. I wonder if they're worth a bit, like cereal box prizes. I wonder if they're called like maybe like from the 80s or the 70s. I wonder if they're worth a bit of money.
Cereal box prize. Hazard's got in crisp packets.
Yeah, they were in crisp packets like Skips and Monster Munch. They used to be inside them, and then inside it used to be a plastic sleeve, and you like you would if you ever had a salted crisp where you had the salt and you sprinkle it. It's exactly the same. Inside it would have these pogs, and you'd open it up and you get your pogs inside it.
That's jokes. That is jokes.
Yeah. Were you, when you were a kid, did you used to have maybe you missed out on this as well, but did you used to have it whereabouts if you had like 5 chocolate bars, you used to get vouchers for McDonald's, you used to get a free McDonald's breakfast?
Nah, I must have missed that.
Oh man, that was quality. So you used to buy like, say in Woolworths, they used to have 5 for £1 on chocolate bars. So what I used to do is go and buy them, and then inside them, if you collected so many inside, it said you had a McDonald's free breakfast, and so you'd have all your chocolate bars, and then you go and get a free McDonald's breakfast. It's like, those are the days.
Nothing's free anymore, mate.
Nah. No.
Oh dear. Hey, what would do to be young again?
Definitely, it's good to reminisce though. It's good to talk about what you did, and then what you collected, because this is how us chatting about pogs and that. Who's to say in 5 years that someone all of a sudden like Logan Paul doesn't go, I'm gonna start backing pogs, I'm gonna start making pogs a lot of stuff.
Well, yeah, we're just waiting for the Yu-Gi-Oh to. I'm sure he'll do Yu-Gi-Oh after. I know the Sidemen have started to do a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh sort of thing. So Yu-Gi-Oh will be another flipping big one soon.
Yeah.
It's mental. Like, it's crazy how I forgot it's crazy how much influence people like the Sidemen and Logan Paul have over the world. It's flipping bonkers.
Definitely. But they have been around now coming up 10 years. And because of that, they've got our generations and they've got the new generation watching them. Like they're the biggest, KSI is probably the biggest YouTube influencer. And obviously Logan Paul's part of that because of the fighting. They've obviously fought against each other. That boxing match really propelled Logan Paul's channel from what it was to him becoming probably the second biggest influencer on YouTube, if not, in the top 3 anyway.
KSI is influential in all sorts. Like, look at his music. Like, I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but he's got people like Craig David and Anne Marie like featuring on his tracks. It's crazy. Like, people like Craig David wants to do a collaboration music with KSI, and he's been like #1 loads and loads of times. And it's like going, Lad Baby that do the Christmas #1s. Well, they've got 3 Christmas #1s in a row, and all they are YouTubers. Like, it's so YouTube is a powerful thing, and
they were Facebookers though, weren't they? Wasn't he all about the Facebook? But he had
he has a YouTube channel as well. Yeah. I forgot about that. But okay, social media is a powerful thing, and that's just it's powerful. It really is,
isn't it? Yeah, no, I wasn't trying to catch you out. I was just saying but also just to show you how someone can go from Facebook and then from Facebook Christmas #1s. Like it's bonkers. It's bonkers. The thing is that they've done incredibly well. But as you said there, anyone who's kind of done that whole journey, but the Sidemen have really smashed it. They've done the clever thing. They made a group of them, and they made that click. They let people in who were on the same vibes as them, but they are very close with one another.
They all rebound off each other, don't they? So you've got KSI's subscribers with Vicstar. Vicstar is like one of the most successful YouTubers in the world. Like, I think his figures are unbelievable. Like, Vicstar is very underrated. He's a very underrated influencer, Vicstar.
The benefit of him is that where the rest of them have kind of dried out putting contents out, unless it's the group stuff or the easy stuff. He's constantly been smashing the gaming scene as well, hasn't he? Yeah. So I think he does really, really well. But yeah, as you said, KSI, you know, PewDiePie's obviously got one of the biggest channels on YouTube. But as you said there, because KSI does music, he does boxing, he does this, he does that. He's got his fingers in so many pies.
He's got a film out. He's got an Amazon Prime series with the Sidemen. He's got all sorts. Have you seen the Sidemen Amazon Prime thing?
Yeah, I did watch a little bit of it. It's actually quite good with Steve-O, was it, Will?
Yeah.
Challenges. It was really good, to be fair, and they put a lot of money into it. Like, it wasn't like cheap. It was well shot and well funded.
Definitely right. We've normally 2 for 1 Tuesday only goes on for an hour, but we've been an hour and a half. Flip knows where the time has gone. So we're going to wrap it up in a minute, if you don't mind, James.
Yeah, that's cushy, man.
We'll answer a few questions. If anyone's got any last-minute questions, please do let us know. It's been a cracking chat about old nostalgia toys and cards. We've listed a few items. Not as much as I was hoping for, but hey, who cares? Do you collect old Ghostbusters toys? Me personally, no, because I personally don't really like Ghostbusters. Controversial, I know. I'm not a massive Ghostbusters fan. However, I do know that there's some money in Ghostbusters. So if you do have any, then definitely keep them sealed. Do you know anything about Ghostbusters, James?
Not really, no. Obviously, they're around when I was a bit younger, and obviously, like, I'd imagine they'd probably be a bit like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I imagine like the non-main characters would probably be worth the most money. Like Slimer, I imagine, is probably worth a little bit of money because he's a bit different. Yeah. And I know that I've seen good. Well, when I've gone to conventions as well, obviously the car is always a classic, iconic looking thing. So obviously, like, I imagine if you've got the car or stuff like that. But yeah, no, I don't personally collect them. But there's a reason why I don't collect a lot of stuff, because I'd be too addicted. I wouldn't be able to run an eBay business or resell. I'd just spend all my money on collecting stuff. So I'm happy I don't have too much that I collect. But I think you've made a sensible, you know, for everyone watching or listening tonight, I think it's a sensible thing to think of, which is that if you've got some spare money, you know, putting something that's sealed aside, it'll always hold its value. But,
yeah. I mean, I'm not telling anyone how to spend the money, but I look at it as an investment. I'd rather put my money in something that's sealed, because I know it will never decrease in value. I know it's either going to stay the same or it's going to increase massively. So I use it as I would if you were trying to save money via a bank. Instead of putting £100 into a bank to gain interest on, I personally think it's better if you buy something that's worth £100 sealed and chuck it in your loft for 10, 20 years, and then see how much it's worth then, because it's not going to be less than £100, and it should be more. It should be double at least. But anyway, that's a whole new story.
Yeah, of course. But it'd be cool if I'm going to do it now just for the banter. I'm going to go and buy some Peppa Pig stuff and shove it up there, and then regardless of whatever happens to both of us in 20 years, we're going to do a stream, mate, and I'm going to pull it down and we're going to work out how much that Peppa Pig stuff's worth. And we'll just laugh about it, because if it's worth a lot of money, it's going to be a very funny stream. It'll be a very funny stream. And if it's not worth anything, I'll literally throw it against the wall. It'd be worth watching me. But yeah, that's it. So whenever people say, what's your 20-year plan? Loft Peppa Pig.
Yeah, love it. We're going to have... Well, I don't want to... I feel bad if people start lofting things and in 10 years' time it's not worth anything. Are Pez holders worth anything? The most disgusting, pointless sweets, but cool holders. I think some of the vintage ones, like the Warner Brothers ones back in the day, where you used to be able to get them from like theme parks and stuff, I think they can hold a little bit of money. I think like pre-owned ones, you're looking at about £15-20. So if you had the one like unboxed vintage ones, I think they'll be worth about 20 quid maybe. I'm not too sure, to be honest, but they are flipping pointless. I wouldn't say they're disgusting, though. I mean, that they used to be a world.
You see what Richard's done? I think he pays Grandpa Pig, his comment. So that is even better. I'm actually going to just buy the Grandpa Pig stuff, buy loads of Grandpa Pig stuff, and then send it to Knight's Life when you get his comment highlighted.
Yeah.
Richard, it's on. That is exactly the future. So basically, he's put that. Obviously, he'll get Brian Blessed to sign it. So I'm gonna have it lofted and signed by the actor who does Grandpa Pig.
Do it. Oh, that'd be badass.
Done.
Exactly, mate. You're gonna make so much money off that because it's signed by him.
Yeah. Done.
Right, James is just going to pop to B&M where he's going to buy the whole Peppa Pig store.
Grandpa Pig. I'm just going to get Grandpa Pig stuff. Is it Grampy Rabbit? Is it? Oh, Grampy Rabbit. He plays. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah. Even better because it's not a main character. He's like an off character. He'll be rarer. Less people will buy him, and it's signed. Oh, win, 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 win. I'm going to get PSA graded as well.
And sealed. Would you purchase the Crusade? Oh, 100%.
Yes. Definitely.
100%. Any French Kitchenery stuff, definitely pick up. Like French, I don't know, is it French? Yeah, it is French. Anything French in the Kitchenella section of the world is worth money. I think there's another one like the Crusade, but it's not called Le Crusade, but it's French. So if it says made in France, pick it up, definitely. Ty, do you think la?
I tell you what sells well, as which a lot of people resellers don't seem to be talking about, is knife stuff that's done by the Swiss. So there's people who do the pocket pen knives, the Switzerland ones. They do knife sets as well, and they can sell for a lot of money because they use surgical steel. So obviously, rather than it being normal steel, surgical steel, you can pay a lot of money for but it'll have their little emblem. But sometimes they can be worth quite a bit if it's like the original stuff that they make, because it just doesn't lose its sharpness, basically.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if it's that, but I know certain knives are on the Vero program on eBay, so maybe that's maybe why people don't talk about it. Maybe.
Yeah, probably. But I just know that they're worth a lot of money.
But Lego, even Lego's on Vero. Like if you're selling fake Lego, Vero will fucking penalise you. So like people go, oh, I think it's on the Vero program. Yes, it is on the Vero program. But if you're 100% legit that it's legit, then you'll be absolutely fine. Like I sell toner and ink, but I'll only buy the official, genuine Epson ones or the HP ones, which I'll sell onto eBay. And I've never, ever had a problem with Vero stuff. And I think that goes the same back to like Swiss knives. Because I think my brother tried to sell a Swiss knife, pocket knife, the other day, and he got pinged up by Vero. And he had to take it down, or he got suspended on his account. So,
yeah, definitely.
Just a little bit of room for thought, but.
Yeah, I've never tried selling it, but I remember selling it, as in buying it and then selling it onto someone else just face to face, and I knew that it held its value because it was when I was moving home. So I basically got a knife set, and then I think I shoved it on Facebook Marketplace at the time, whatever it was. I think it was Gumtree. I think it was Gumtree when it first came out, and then someone literally messaged me saying, "Yeah, I'll have that," because. And it was like, you are aware it's surgical steel, it's never going to get blunt. I was like, yeah, but I'm going traveling now for a year or 2 years, so I need all the pennies I can get. So I was like, that's why I was selling it. But yeah, that it's like Le Creusos or Le Creusos or whatever they want to be called this week. When I got my pan set bought for me, my uncle bought me that set, and I was shocked as a youngster how much it was worth. Like it's 200, you buy it at 100, 200 pounds and it holds its value. It's really collectible. And then yeah, I think the colours, from what I understand, they bring out the colours they change every couple of years. So certain colours are obviously really desirable, especially if you're buying a set colour that's older and you are someone who wants all their house that colour.
Yeah, definitely. It's that kitchen stuff and all that is actually really good money. like mugs, like bespoke mugs, quite good money. Yeah, what I love doing when it comes to reselling on eBay, what I absolutely love and what I get the most out of it is like finding them weird and wonderful things that sell.
Yeah.
Like you'd never think that like a bespoke mug you'd get like 20 quid for, when it was probably about £10 brand new. But because it's like dead stock, it can't get it anywhere. People are willing to pay twice as much as a brand new price would be. It's flipping bonkers.
Yeah,
It's crazy. But anyway, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up there. I really don't know how to answer this question. I personally wouldn't even put it on eBay. I'd personally try and sell it on Facebook or sell it locally. It's one of them really grey areas that people don't like talking about, and people just simply don't have an answer for it. So B-Max, I have no idea how you'd sell that on eBay, but if I was you, buddy, I would sell it on Facebook Marketplace or sell it locally. I've advised somebody else to sell it locally before as well, and they sold it instantly.
Just got to be careful. Just be careful with everything going on with the movements and stuff at the moment. It's a very sensitive subject, and some people are incredibly understanding that it was an era and that it was out at a time. But the amount of people that have been listing it on Facebook Marketplace that I've seen, and then the amount of comments that people come with it, it just brings a load of trollers. And if you generally want to sell it, then you might find, it depends, if you want to make profit on it, then maybe just loft it for the time being until the world's a better place. And if you want to make a quick buck, then, as I said, put it on Facebook Marketplace, or just make a dummy profile maybe, so nothing comes back on you, and just make yourself as Joe Blogs. I know that it'll be harder to sell it, but then that way, especially if your job involves you doing something professional, just be aware your Facebook profile does link to your job. And if you work for a corporate company, just be careful. That'll be my piece of advice as well, because social media is a big thing at the moment. Be careful.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, Victoria Plum's coming at the last minute. Evening, Victoria, but we are sadly coming to an end. We've been on stream for nearly an hour and 45 minutes. I've gone through 2 cans of Coca-Cola. I've listed 2 David Beckham cards and 3 Paul Scholes cards. So I think it's been a successful evening. What about you, James?
I've listed 2, you heard me right, 2 lots of these for £40. Yes. but to me, that's that's the stock I had, and it's all fun and games.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Definitely. Exactly. I've done the stupid thing, and I buy too much stuff, and I buy it on a day-to-day basis, so my death pile will never get smaller. So the challenge that we're in, I will probably end up having more stock than I have actually listed, because I always buy twice as much as I list. So if I've listed 20 items, I've listed like 60 odd items today, and so that means, I must have bought 120 items, which I did, because I bought 120 CDs.
That's amazing.
But have you had any ka-chings? No, I've had a few offers from something that I brought RA-wise, which hasn't really hit the UK market yet. So I'm trying to swallow it up before any bugger else takes it. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much, James, for coming on. And if you are watching this on playback or whenever later, please do go and subscribe to James. His link is in the description below. I think it was a bit of a hard stream today regarding numbers. That's because Champions League football's back on.
Yeah.
We're both Arsenal fans, so we don't care about that. And I think the boys are doing a bit of Among Us, so there's a lot going on tonight. But anyway, doesn't matter. I've enjoyed it thoroughly with you, James. So thank you so much for joining. We'll definitely have to do it again sometime soon. And goodbye, everyone. And I'll see you next Tuesday.
See you later, guys.